Many times a day, Ben Kellett straps on this deadly backpack.
So I spray that, good shaded areas, under decks and porches, anything I can get to, anywhere the mosquito wants to hang out.
We tagged along as he tackled the mosquitoes in this yard in Anderson County. Ben works for the Mosquito Squad, and this year there has been plenty of work.
It's been the hardest by far. I've been doing it for about 3 years now, and last year was pretty rough, but this year was been a lot worse.
Why? Look down. The ground is soggy, and it's been that way for a while.
All the rain.
Pooling in flower pots and fire pits. Ben says mosquitoes love puddles.
But it creates standing water, gives them a good place to breed.
Even this little bit of standing water inside this shell can breed about 1,000 mosquitoes. The best thing you can do is just dump it out.
Well, you make sure that you don't have any standing water in your yard, any tarps, any kind of drain boxes.
And if mosquitoes are particularly pesky, it may be time to call in the experts to spray summer pests away.
And Gabrielle says, remember, mosquitoes can carry diseases, including West Nile virus, so it's important to treat your property. The Mosquito Squad tells us one treatment costs on average $85.
If you're one of the many of us who've been scratching and swatting and looking at all the huge red welts on your arm, yeah, you're not alone. Mosquitoes are everywhere. People in the Upstate calling the Mosquito Squad to treat their property and spray. Workers say it is the busiest year they can remember. And as you might guess, they point to all of the standing because of the recent rain.
But it creates standing water, gives them a good place to breed. And then, you know, it only takes just a little bit to breed up to thousands of mosquitoes at a time.
So what can you do? Well, try to get rid of the standing water in your yard. And if mosquitoes are particularly pesky, they advise you to call an expert because many mosquitoes carry diseases, including the West Nile virus. These professionals here, the Mosquito Squad, they say one treatment will cost you about $85.
One of those things where I don't think I've ever heard anyone say, I love mosquitoes.
No.
It's one of those many bugs or animals that my kids always ask the question, why did God make that? Or what are they good for? You know, as you talk about cockroaches, well, why would God have made something so yucky? Mommy will have to Google that.
One way or another, they serve a purpose.
They must.
You just may not like it.
Yeah.
They keep the bug companies in business. That's what they're good for.
That's the answer I'll give Wyatt next time.
Yeah.
Okay. 5:40 in the morning. What's going on? We've got some patchy
At
fog.
6:41, welcome back to News 4 Today. If you have been scratching and swatting and applying Benadryl to various different red spots on your body, you are not alone. People in the Upstate have been calling the Mosquito Squad to try to treat their property and spray for a lot of mosquitoes. Workers say this has been by far the busiest year they can remember, and they say it is likely because of all the standing water due to the recent rain.
But it creates standing water, gives them a good place to breed. And then, you know, it only takes just a little bit to breed up to thousands of mosquitoes at a time.
So what can you do? Well, first, if you can avoid having any standing water in your yard, it's a great idea. We're talking about bird baths, dog bowls, that sort of thing. Mosquitoes, particularly pesky. They say call the experts because they can spray and it'll cost about $85.
And that's what the experts do. With a big gun and they go, that's the way it works. Well, for the first time in 4 years, the Gamecocks will not be part of the College World Series. South Carolina came up just one run.